There's a specific type of touch women use when they're attracted to you, a touch so subtle that 95% of men completely miss it. This isn't random contact, it's a deliberate, unconscious signal backed by psychology and body language research that reveals genuine interest. By the end of this video, you'll recognize this touch and never miss the signal again. Let's reveal what men never notice. Welcome back to Behind the Mind, where we decode human psychology and attraction dynamics. Today, we're revealing the specific touch that indicates a woman wants you, a signal so subtle most men completely overlook it, backed by psychology, body language research, and nonverbal communication studies. Here's what most men don't understand. When women are attracted, they create opportunities for physical contact in specific ways. These touches aren't random or accidental, they're unconscious signals revealing genuine interest. The science is clear. Touch is powerful nonverbal communication. Certain types of touch specifically indicate attraction and interest, but most men never recognize them because they're focusing on the wrong things. This analysis is based on body language research, touch psychology, nonverbal communication studies, and understanding female attraction signals. Master this and you'll never miss when a woman is showing interest. Let's break down the touch that reveals everything. The primary touch. She touches your forearm or upper arm during conversation and lets it linger slightly longer than necessary. This is the signal men miss constantly. The psychology. The forearm or arm touch is intimate enough to signal interest, but socially acceptable enough to maintain plausible deniability. The lingering aspect reveals intention. What this looks like. Hand on your forearm while talking or laughing. Light touch on upper arm during conversation. Touch lasts 2 to 3 seconds, not just brief tap. She lets her hand rest there momentarily, often accompanied by eye contact and smile. The research. Studies show touch on arm or forearm is the most common attraction signal women use. Duration indicates intentionality versus accident. Why it matters. If genuine accident, immediate withdrawal. If attraction signal, contact lingers microseconds longer and may repeat. What you'll notice. Happens more frequently than probability suggests. She doesn't apologize or acknowledge it as an accident. A slight smile or eye contact accompanies touch. She positions herself where touch becomes likely, creates opportunities for accidental contact. The intention test. One accidental brush could be chance. Multiple times in one interaction is pattern revealing intentional creation of contact. What men miss, accepting it as truly accidental when pattern suggests otherwise. Multiple accidents aren't coincidence. The response, if she's doing this, reciprocate with your own touch to show receptivity and escalate appropriately. Bottom line, the lingering forearm-arm touch during conversation is the primary attraction signal most men completely miss. The secondary touch. Her hand accidentally brushes yours when reaching for something or walking, but it's not actually accidental. The psychology. Creating seemingly accidental physical contact allows testing your receptivity to touch without overt vulnerability. What this looks like. Hands brush when reaching for the same object. Fingers touch when passing something. Hands make contact while walking side by side. She doesn't immediately pull away when contact happens, may happen repeatedly in a short time frame. The research, so-called accidental touches are often intentional testing behavior. Frequency reveals intention. Why it matters. If genuine accident, immediate withdrawal. If attraction signal, contact lingers microseconds longer and may repeat. What you'll notice. Contact happens more frequently than probability suggests. She doesn't apologize or acknowledge it as an accident. A slight smile or eye contact accompanies touch. She positions herself where touch becomes likely, creates opportunities for accidental contact. The intention test. One accidental brush could be chance. Multiple times in one interaction is pattern revealing intentional creation of contact. What men miss, accepting it as truly accidental when pattern suggests otherwise. Multiple accidents aren't coincidence. The response, if she's doing this, reciprocate with your own touch to show receptivity and escalate appropriately. Bottom line, the lingering forearm-arm touch during conversation is the primary attraction signal most men completely miss. Secondary touch 2. She playfully pushes or shoves you during conversation or teasing, creating physical contact through playful aggression. The psychology. Playful physical touch is socially acceptable way to break physical barrier and create contact during flirting. What this looks like. Light push on chest or shoulder during teasing. Playful shove when you make joke. Physical response to playful argument. Touching you as excuse to make physical contact. Laughing while pushing you gently. The research. Playful aggression is common flirting behavior. Physical touch during play creates intimacy and tests boundaries. Why it matters. She's creating opportunity for physical contact in a socially acceptable, playful context. What you'll notice. Happens during flirty teasing or banter. Not aggressive, light, playful, accompanied by laughter. Creates excuse for physical contact. May happen multiple times during playful exchange. She's touching you more than others in the group. The attraction indicator. Women don't typically engage in playful physical contact with men they're not interested in or comfortable with. What men miss, seeing it as just playfulness and not recognizing it as an attraction signal and excuse for touch. The escalation. This is invitation to reciprocate with your own playful touch, escalating physical comfort gradually. Bottom line, playful pushing or shoving during teasing is attraction signal and opportunity for mutual playful physical contact. Secondary touch 3. Her leg or knee makes contact with yours when sitting together, especially if she doesn't move it away. The psychology. Leg or knee contact is more intimate than arm touch. Initiating and maintaining this contact signals higher interest and comfort. What this looks like. Leg touches yours when sitting next to each other. Knee makes contact and she doesn't pull away. She positions herself where legs touch naturally. Contact maintained throughout conversation. May even press slightly into the contact. The research. Lower body contact signals greater intimacy comfort. Maintaining contact rather than moving away is a key signal. Why it matters. Legs touching is more intimate than upper body contact. If she initiates and maintains this, interest is clear. What you'll notice. Contact happens when sitting close at a bar, dinner, or couch. She doesn't immediately move her leg away, may adjust position to maintain contact, accompanied by other attraction signals, creates sustained physical connection. The significance. Personal space invasion at the leg level is more intimate. She's signaling comfort with close physical proximity. What men miss, not noticing the contact or assuming it's just because of tight space, when actually she's choosing to maintain contact. The reciprocity. If this happens, don't pull away. Maintain contact to show you're comfortable with physical closeness. Bottom line, leg or knee contact that she initiates and maintains signals attraction and comfort with physical intimacy. Secondary touch 4. She touches your hair, adjusts your collar, or finds an excuse to touch near your face. Highly intimate attraction signal. The psychology. Face and hair are intimate zones. Touching these areas requires significant comfort and signals strong attraction. What this looks like. Running fingers through your hair or touching it. Adjusting your collar or clothing near neck or face. Brushing something off your shoulder or face. Straightening your tie or jacket. Finding excuses to touch near head or face area. The research. Face and hair touching are intimate behaviors reserved for close relationships or strong attraction. Why it matters. These touches require her to enter your intimate personal space, significant investment indicating strong interest. What you'll notice, she creates reasons to touch your hair or face area, uses grooming as an excuse for intimate touch, gets physically close to make contact. Touch is gentle and somewhat prolonged, often accompanied by intense eye contact. The intimacy level. This is a high-level touch signal. Most women won't touch a man's hair or face area unless significantly attracted. What men miss, being too oblivious or nervous to recognize this extremely strong signal of attraction and comfort. The escalation. This is invitation to reciprocate with your own playful touch, escalating physical comfort gradually. Bottom line, playful pushing or shoving during teasing is attraction signal and opportunity for mutual playful physical contact. Here's the psychology that makes these touches powerful attraction signals. Why women touch when attracted. Touch breaks physical barrier and creates intimacy, creates oxytocin bonding between you. tests your receptivity to physical contact, signals interest while maintaining plausible deniability, unconscious biological drive to create physical connection. The oxytocin factor. Touch releases oxytocin, bonding hormone. She's unconsciously creating chemical attraction. The testing mechanism. These touches test how you respond. Positive response encourages escalation. Negative response or no recognition means she'll stop. The unconscious nature. She may not consciously realize she's doing this. Attraction creates unconscious drive to touch. The plausible deniability. All these touches can be explained away as friendly or accidental, protecting her from rejection vulnerability. The escalation pattern. Touches typically escalate in intimacy if you respond positively, arm to hand to leg to face or hair. What separates attraction touch from friendly touch? Duration. Lingers versus immediate withdrawal. Frequency. Repeated versus one time. Context. During flirty conversation versus purely practical. Eye contact, accompanied by gaze versus not. Reciprocity. She wants you to touch back versus keeping distance. The male blindness. Men often miss these signals because they're subtle and have plausible alternative explanations. Bottom line, these touches are unconscious biological signals revealing attraction. Learn to recognize them. Here's how to respond when you recognize these attraction touches, critical for escalating connection. The recognition. First step is actually noticing and recognizing the touch as signal, not accident or friendliness. The response principle. When she touches you, reciprocate with similar touch to show receptivity and escalate gradually. Specific responses. Forearm touch. Touch her arm back during conversation. Hand brush. Let contact linger, don't pull away immediately. Playful push. Playfully push back. Engage physically. Leg contact. Maintain contact, don't move away. Hair/face touch. This is green light for escalation. The escalation. Each positive response to her touch encourages more touch and greater intimacy. Build gradually. The timing. Respond relatively quickly but naturally. Don't wait too long or moment passes. Don't overreact and make it awkward. What not to do. Don't ignore or seem oblivious to touch. Don't pull away or seem uncomfortable. Don't overreact and make it weird. Don't verbally acknowledge it awkwardly. Don't fail to reciprocate with your own touch. The escalation ladder. Arm touches to hand touches to leg contact to more intimate touches. Kissing. Progress naturally. The confidence requirement. Respond confidently and naturally. Uncertainty or nervousness kills the moment. The calibration. Match her level of touch. Don't escalate too aggressively. Follow her lead and slightly escalate. Bottom line, recognize the touches, respond with reciprocal touch, escalate gradually based on her continued signals. What if you're uncertain whether touch was attraction signal or just friendly? Here's how to determine. The frequency test. One touch could be anything. Multiple touches in one interaction suggests pattern suggesting attraction. The context analysis. Touch during flirty conversation, teasing, or intimate moments suggests attraction. Touch during purely practical situation is different. The duration check. Brief tap is neutral. Lingering touch that lasts 2 to 3 seconds suggests intentionality and attraction. The eye contact factor. Touch accompanied by eye contact and a smile is attraction. Touch without eye engagement is less clear. The comparison method. Notice how she touches other people, especially other men. If she's touching you specifically more and differently, that's significant. The pattern observation. Watch over time. If touches increase in frequency and intimacy as you interact more, that's escalation, suggesting attraction. The reciprocity test. Touch her back similar way and observe response. If she responds positively and continues/escalates, attraction is present. When in doubt, assume touch is friendly and respond appropriately without assuming attraction, but watch her additional signals and patterns. The signal clusters. Touch rarely appears alone. Look for multiple attraction signals occurring together. Eye contact, laughing, proximity, etc. Bottom line, one touch is ambiguous. Patterns of touch combined with other signals reveal genuine attraction. So there you have it, the touches that reveal she wants you that men never notice. From the lingering forearm touch, to accidental hand brushes, to playful pushing, to leg contact, to intimate hair touching, these signals reveal attraction clearly when you know what to look for. Which touch signal have you noticed or missed? Drop your experience in the comments. And if this opened your eyes to signals you've been missing, hit that like button and share with someone who needs to recognize these signals. Subscribe to Behind the Mind for more body language analysis, attraction signals, understanding women, touch psychology, and never missing interest signals again. Remember, these touches are how women signal interest subtly. They're not random or accidental, they're unconscious attraction signals. Learn to recognize them, respond appropriately, and escalate when she's showing you she's interested. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.